Hello and welcome. In this module, we're going to review how to take tests. If you're in the Modern App Skills 101 course, you'll go here into the Taking Tests page. You may see this video while you're taking another course for instructions on how to take tests. And you can, the instructions are the same, the experience is the same, regardless of which course you're taking a test in. And so go to the page where your test is located, and it should be similar to this page. And you should see that there's some lightweight instructions, along with a link to additional instructions for those who may need more reference or examples. And we have a test answer response sheet right here. And the way that this works is you'll open your response sheet in a new tab. And once the new the sheet opens, you'll see here that there's already a answer sheet that's aligned with the amount of questions that are on the test page. So you need both of these tabs open. You look here to see your questions and what you'll need to fill in. And then over on your answer sheet, you will fill in the answer. And this also teaches the very important skill if you're working in a DevOps project. You may need to submit files, you may need to edit files. Those could be code files, they could be scripting files, infrastructure configuration files, documentation, etc. It could be any of the above, doesn't matter what type of file it is, whatever file that your role might have some responsibility for. You may need to submit a new file and maybe later come back to edit it, or go in and edit files that other people have created. And this shows you on a repository, if you can complete a test, that means you can go into an open source project, a DevOps project, look at a file that's relevant to you and know what you need to know, how to make the changes, and then submit those changes back when you're modifying a file. So let's look at the tests here, and we can see on our Taking Tests page, Test 1 questions. Did we register for Modern Apps Community? Please enter A for yes and B for no. So we can see A is yes and B is no. So that shows us our multiple or our true false sort of questions. So we can come in here and you can put a space. You don't have to put a space. The most important thing is if for any one question, as we'll say on question 3, there's more than one value, that we have comma separated values. But in this case, there's only one. So I'll put A. And when the automation that processes this will remove, will clean up any extra spaces that may be here. So if anyone puts an extra space, the test taking engine is not that sensitive. Okay. So let's see, did you enroll in this course? I got a little typo there I got to fix, but the answers, here's a sample multiple choice question. And so in this case, no, tomato, yes, maybe. And I'm going to say, yes, we did enroll in that course. So in this case, the answer is C. So we'll go here, type in C. And then finally, our sample multiple choice question, which of the following are fruits? So we've got turtle, banana, dog, apple, cat, and peach. So our correct answers are B, D, and F. And one thing that's very important with multiple choice is that the answers you need to submit the answers in alphabetical order, meaning the B, D, and F need to be submitted as B, comma, D, comma, F. It won't work right if you do B, comma, F, comma, D. So let's go ahead and put in B, D, and F. So B, comma, D, comma, F. And that's all we need to do to take a test. So we'll go ahead and submit proposed changes. And again, this is here, what we're technically doing behind the scenes is called a pull request. Again, don't allow yourself to be confused by that language. For the purpose of this exercise, you just click, that's it. Now, if you want to look a little deeper, you can explore this page and you can see it's showing you what did you change, just to give you an additional sanity check. When you submit your sheet, your changes, you want to do a little double check to make sure what you submitted, you didn't have a typo, you didn't have anything like that. And I can see here on the bottom, this is what it was before, just a blank question. And then in the answers, we can see that I have my answers. Now I've set this up to where your answers in this case don't actually aren't replace the file that's already there. It's still going to be a clean file for additional test takers, but this will get you additional commits on your GitHub profile and teach you the really get you comfortable with this exercise of modifying files on a GitHub repository. So we'll go ahead and click. And again, here we could put additional explanation if this was something I wanted somebody to review. This is an automated process in our case. And we'll go ahead here and click create pull request. Okay, and then now that we've submitted our pull request, all we need to do is wait. And within 1 to 3 minutes, now you will see some things changing, right? And things, as you can see, is back and forth. You want to give it a minute or two to be completely done in the automated workflow before you have confirmation that it's done, or before you might have concern that something maybe didn't work right or what have you. And so I can see it's still running here. And if you ever want to look a little deeper into what's running, you can see it finished running. You can always click on the action tab after you submit an action, and you'll see your actual workflow running. You can see right now the workflow that processes this is a bash script. So if you want to dive in and see what's in that bash script that does the test taking, you're more than welcome to look on that actions tab and see that running. We can see here that they're all finished. So let's go ahead and check out. So we have a grade report and a course record card. And the difference, what those are, is the grade report will show you, yes, whether you passed or failed on every single question, whereas the course record card is maybe more what you would reflect externally if you want to share your grade. That's going to show your overall pass fail, or your overall percentage scored on the test. So let's look at the grade report. Hopefully the link is right. Okay. So we have our grade report, and we can see here that we got all of our questions correct, and that we got our test percent 1% correct of 100%. Okay. And that's it for taking tests. And in the next module, we'll review how to complete courses and request your certificate of completion. Thanks for joining.